What's up guys, welcome back to the channel. In today's video I'm going to be talking about the new ASICS Novablast running shoe. I've had this shoe for about 6 weeks now, so I've been testing it out, putting it through its paces, doing a really thorough review, and I'm really excited to share my thoughts with you today on what I think is a really great running shoe. So sit back and let's get into it. Okay guys, so these are the shoes in question. I was very kindly gifted a pair of these by ASICS, and I actually bought another pair myself because I was super impressed by them. So the blue pair I've done around 200 miles in, and the orange pair I've done about 100 miles in. As you can see, the colourways are fairly bright and bold. It's not going to be to everyone's taste. I like it. I like the design of the midsole. The upper with the jagged mesh is pretty cool. So this shoe is aimed at neutral runners. It's not a stability shoe. It's pretty lightweight. It comes in at around 240 grams. For the men's shoe, it's got a heel drop or a heel stack, of 32 mil and a toe stack of 22 mil, which gives a heel to toe drop of 10 mil. So it's quite a lot, and it really does give it that feel of forcing you onto that forefoot and getting you driving and moving forward nice and fast. Okay, so let's get into the actual design and the construction of the shoe. So this is the new Flight Foam Blast midsole. As you can see, it's a pretty interesting design. It's been designed in a way that it is aimed at runners that want a lot of response and a lot of bounce, and that really does come through when you test this shoe out. You can see here this kind of like jagged cutaway in the midsole that allows the shoe to expand when you make contact with the ground, and then on the outsole here as well, you've got kind of like this channel that runs through the middle here. Again, that's there so that when you make contact with the ground, the shoe can really expand, and you do actually really feel this when you're running along. When you're ticking away quite fast, it is actually really bouncy. It's quite an interesting feeling when you first put the shoe on. It's almost like a trampoline effect, so I really like that. Okay, so the upper part of the shoe, the upper design, it's got this really nice kind of like jagged mesh in it here, which is really breathable, allows a lot of airflow through the shoe, and you can really feel that so your feet don't overheat and sweat, especially on those hot days or those fast runs. It's quite a simple upper. Like I say, there's not a lot of support and stability there. So if you are looking for a stability shoe, that might not be the one for you, but I really like it. The toe box is perhaps a little bit big, so if you are one of those runners that likes a nice snug fit, then I'd perhaps go maybe half a size down what you'd normally choose. There's a nice bit of cushioning in the tongue, which gives a nice feel to the shoe. And yeah, I'm pretty impressed with it. No blisters as of yet, which is always a good sign. Like I said, I've been using these shoes for about 200 miles now. There's no visible wear or defects inside the shoe where you might rub in the heel. Yeah, so far so good from that aspect. So we've talked about the midsole. Like I said, gives a nice bouncy and responsive feel from the design and how it's been engineered. But this outer sole here, it's a really high abrasion rubber, so it makes the shoe a little bit more durable. Like I say, this one has done around 100 miles. There's no visible signs or any defects yet. Same with the blue one. Like I say, there's not much wear at all yet, and this one's done around 200 miles. So I'd probably predict that these shoes are going to do roughly 450 miles before they want a freshen up and a new pair, which I think is really good. Perhaps not quite as durable as something like the new Nimbus or the Glide Ride. The main reason that I really like this shoe is its versatility. I've done just the steady long runs in this shoe, tempos, intervals. I use it on the daily. I've not used much else in the last 6 weeks, to be honest. I think the amount of cushioning that you have in this float foam midsole just makes it a super comfortable shoe to use every single day. Yet how it's been designed is super fast and responsive, so you can really find a nice rhythm when you're doing those tempo efforts, when you're doing those intervals. Like I said, with that 10mm heel to toe drop, it really gets you kind of moving fast. So I've been able to hit some really good sessions in these, and even on the steady long runs, like I say, with that amount of cushioning, my feet are happy after 20-25k. I've not gone much further in them yet, but I can't see it being a problem if you wanted to go a little bit further. You might even want to consider this as your next race shoe, especially if you like something with a little bit more cushioning, a little bit more of a stable feel. I tend to really like a nice lightweight shoe, so if you don't mind sacrificing a little bit of weight for that extra cushioning to keep your feet happy, then this is really the one for you. I'd say anything from sort of 10k, half marathons, maybe even a marathon, I think you're good to go. The only downside that I can really see with this shoe is the amount of roll that you get when you're going around corners quite fast, or if you're on rough terrain. Like I said, it's quite a simple upper design to keep the weight down, so there's quite a bit of flex and twist in it. It's not too bad. Like I say, if you're a neutral runner, you can manage it fine. It's just when you're really attacking those corners at speed that you can feel a little bit of roll in the shoe. So like I said, if you are one of those runners that is looking for a stability shoe, perhaps this isn't the one for you. But if you're a neutral runner, then you're good to go. I really think that, well, for me anyway, this is the shoe that just does everything. I've been super impressed with these so far. I'm going to continue to running them for as long as I can. Like I said, I think they'll probably do 400 to 450 miles. I'll do my best to keep you guys updated with that. But like I say, just to summarise, this is a super versatile shoe, made for the neutral runner. Long runs, steady runs, tempos, intervals, you name it. I think this shoe can do it. So we'll end the video here then, guys. I want to keep this fairly short and sweet for you, just give you my honest thoughts on what I think is a really good shoe, the ASICS Novablast. Looking forward to doing lots more runs in this shoe. I can see it being one of my favourites for a long time going forward. So yeah, if you've got any more questions that I haven't covered about the shoe, just drop them in the comments below, and I'll do my best to answer them as best I can. If you like what you've seen today and you want me to do more videos like this, more reviews, just let me know. Always happy to do it. If you did enjoy it, make sure you drop it a like. Make sure you subscribe to the channel. Thanks again for watching, and I'll see you guys in the next one.